In this section of the test, you will be able to demonstrate your ability to speak about a variety of topics. You will now be asked a question about a familiar topic. After you read the question, you will have 15 seconds to prepare your response and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? The advent of the computer has made people's lives better. Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer.
In questions 2 and 3, you will first read a short text. The text will go away and you will then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then be asked a question about what you have read and heard. You will need to combine appropriate information from the text and the talk to provide a complete answer to the question. Read a passage from a teaching textbook and listen to the lecture that follows it. Then answer the question. After you hear the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Now listen to two students as they discuss the editorial.
I guess it's good that the council is trying to fix the problem, but I think they're just wasting their time.
Why would it be a waste of time? Don't you think a wider selection of dishes for lunch and dinner would be kind of nice?
Sure, it'd be great, but I just don't think their approach will work. The cafeteria is so cramped as it is. There's just not enough room in there for two companies. And seating is already limited too. I mean, have you tried to find a seat during dinner time? When the new company sets up its own space in the cafeteria, there'll be less room for the students.
I guess it is a little tight in there.
And how they expect to have this program up and running so soon is beyond me. If they gave themselves a little more time, the idea would be a little more plausible. But the next semester is, 2 months away. That's barely enough time to accept bids from other companies and definitely not enough time to make all the other arrangements.
The man expresses his opinion of the proposed changes to the cafeterias. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for expressing that opinion. Now read the passage about the framing of decisions. You will have 45 seconds to read the passage. Begin reading now. Now listen to part of a lecture on this topic in a psychology class.
Today, I'd like to talk about why we make particular choices and even why boxes are labeled in certain ways. Let me give you a couple of examples that might help clear this up. For one, think about a weather broadcast. If the weatherman says that there's a 50% chance of showers, people are likely to take an umbrella with them. But if he says that there's a 50% chance that it'll be sunny, fewer people will take an umbrella. Although the chance of rain is the same either way, people respond differently. Now, the second example is an experiment in which people had to choose a box of medicine. Both boxes of medicine were identical, except that one was labeled 90% effective and the other 10% ineffective. If you think about it, the actual effectiveness of either decision would presumably be identical, but which one do you think people greatly preferred? That's right, almost everyone chose the one which was marked 90% effective.
The professor describes two examples. Explain how they illustrate the concept of decision framing. In question 4, you will listen to part of a lecture. You will then be asked a question about what you heard.
These days, we are bombarded with all kinds of advertising, TV commercials, internet and magazine ads, you name it. Some of these ads attempt to sell goods to consumers by demonstrating the product's effectiveness. These are forms of demonstration advertising, of which there are two basic kinds. One of these focuses on the value of the product when people encounter a difficult or unexpected situation. Imagine you're on a trip to Paris. And you're standing by the river Seine enjoying the scenery. Then something happens and your bag falls into the water. Well, that would be a disaster because the contents could be ruined. To advertise a waterproof bag, a company might depict this situation, and then show the retrieved bag with all its contents safe and secure. The point is that if you buy the bag, you won't have to worry about such situations. Now, another type of demonstration is one that gives a before and after image of using the product. And you've probably seen these before. Anyway, laundry detergent companies often use this strategy, and they might show a child who has come in from outside with a muddy shirt or filthy jeans. But guess what? After it comes out of the washing machine, the clothing looks brand new. These advertisers want you to know that a specific problem you have before using the product will be solved after you use the product.
Using points and examples from the talk described to different kinds of demonstration advertising.